Closer look on these A-arms. I mean, they're not bad. They've got some paint chipping off of them. But like I said before, I got a red and blue sled, and I think if I did white on these, it would look really kick-ass. So I'm gonna start off by pulling all the bushings out. So obviously I don't want to sandblast those. I'm gonna pop these ball joints out right here, and then I'm gonna start sandblasting in the. Alright, for those of you guys who are wondering, this is probably a 6-beer project. What do you think, Aaron?
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go.
I'm going to try to save you guys a few minutes here on the whole trial and error process. When we first started doing powder coat, we thought everything had to be perfectly clean. So every single part we sandblast, we take it to the parts washer, we clean her off. A lot of times on these parts, parts washer solution will find its way inside crevices, cracks, and when it's heated up, it'll find its way back out. If you sprayed these parts with powder, and then some of that started to leach out of some of the crevices, you're starting from square one. It's not worth it. Best thing, the best thing to get the best results, just spray it off with an airline. Crank her up to about 90 psi. Make sure you get all the sand out of it. A lot of guys always ask me, what kind of oven do you have? What kind of oven do you use? What kind of oven do I need to get started in this business? Here it is. It's all you need. This is probably from the 70s. Same one your grandma has, you know, always making cookies. Got it off of Craigslist for $30, $40. We started doing all these little parts, decided we want to go bigger. So we added this box. It's not much. It was made out of scrap, but pretty simple. Doubled our area inside. So if you're looking on Amazon for a new oven, you might want to look on Craigslist. At least see if it's something you want to do. And yeah. Up to this point, there's a couple things I wanted to note for you guys. With the wire for the hangers, make sure you try to bump these out as far as you can so they don't touch on these little contacts on the sides. You want to try to make sure they can bubble out. And then while you're hanging, and up to this point, you want to try to be very limited on how much handling you do with these parts. I know it's, if you really want to get crazy about it, put on rubber gloves, but the sandblasting took off all the oils, and you want to try to keep it that way. So just get these hung up, take your time with the wires, and you should be good to go.
Alright guys, this is the time where you're really going to want to get some nice PPE. Powder coating is a dirty process. There's a lot of particulates floating around in the air. And not only is there particulates from the powder itself, we also have particulates or harmful chemicals coming out of this baking process. So do yourself a favor, do your lungs a favor. Get some nice PPE. Get this one right here is a 3M mask. It'll filter out any of the harmful chemicals. There's a charcoal filter in it. There's also a particulate filter on this. But you're also going to want to get some kind of eye protection. It's really important. Only got one set of lungs, one set of eyes. You guys got one shot at this after the parts come out of the bake. I don't know if you can see in there, there's a small section that didn't get hit with powder coat. Now, right after you pull these parts out, you've got about 5 minutes to hit the parts one last time. So right now, Aaron is spraying right in that crack, trying to make sure you got coverage in that spot. We're gonna throw it back in the oven for about 5 more minutes, no longer, and it'll fix that spot. Now, you can't wait till the parts cool, or else it's almost like starting from scratch. Alright guys, we're back. Back in the main barn. We just finished up putting all the bushings in. We pushed the ball joints in. Even put the sway bar bushing back in. Overall, I think we did pretty good. I think we maybe not missed a few spots. We have light coverage maybe on a few spots. Nothing that we can't touch up with a little bit of paint later on if we need to.
Yeah, I mean, but that's very minimal. I don't know. I mean, if this was a customer job, we probably would have taped these off. But they pushed in pretty easily. We didn't overshoot in that area. We made sure it was covered, but we didn't go crazy. You know, it wasn't the easiest to get those ball joints in, but they slid in after a little bit of finessing with the press. What
do you think about the white?
The white, man.
It looks good.
It does look good, but man, white is probably the hardest one to shoot. All these little ridges, you know, where your welds are, you know, it's really tough.
I think any place you don't get, if you don't clean off completely, white definitely shows through. I think we did a pretty good job. We cleaned up really well.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend white if it was your first go at it. You know,
definitely.
The matte black, that's really forgiving. The gloss black's pretty forgiving, but man, this white was not forgiving at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually got it in one shot. You know, I mean, except for that part inside the sway bar linkage hole.
Yep.
You know, but if you have to double shoot this, do it when it's hot, because once it gets cold and once it's fully cured, that finish it's like a sheet of ice. You know, nothing's gonna stick to it. It's just rock solid. So you want to get it as soon as you pull it out of the oven. You realize you need a double shoot. Get it on there quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you just don't want to mess that up.
All right, guys. Well, I think that pretty much wraps this video up. You know what? Please leave a subscribe, leave a comment, like, and we'll see you on the next one. This is GSP's Garage, and
this is Heavin Precision. Hey, if you guys tried this at home, leave it in the comments. We'd love to see it. Let us know how it goes for you.
All right, see you next time, guys.
See you next time, guys.